7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Savatgy syndrome, I'm telling you, I'm like, well, holy shit, that was crazy. Wait for it. Thick and slick. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show Fantasy Podcast Edition. We are here wrapping up Southwick, talking picks for Millville. Before we get started, let's thank our sponsors here. So first off, got to thank our presenting sponsors, which would be Premier Custom Trailers, TLR Coatings, and BC.Pizza. Make sure to check them out. Links in the description below. Also want to thank our sponsors that are on board with us specifically for this show to help us out with prizes. That would be JT Cycle and the Dirt Bike Depot. Again, links in the description down below. If you guys want to support the show, biggest way you can is to like, subscribe, comment down below, comment your teams, comment your picks, comment who you think is going to be a killer, a deep sleeper. We're always looking for deep sleepers at local tracks, so make sure to comment that stuff down below if you're watching YouTube. If you want to listen instead of watch, you can find us on all the major podcast networks: Google Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud. Make sure to follow us on all the major social media networks. I do try to post my fantasy picks as much as possible. In the summer here, it's a little more tricky. I'm off doing things, so I don't always get that posted up before the race.
You're busy, bro. You're busy, it's
bro.
Summer. You're busy, bro.
Not quite busy like Cole. I'm not quite that important, but I'm busy,
Yeah, you're
bro.
not on a golf course right now at 8 o'clock at nighttime on a Thursday.
Yeah, exactly. But, no, I'm committed. I'm here. So anyway, make sure to check them out. Links in the description for merchandise, links in the description to Amazon. Go ahead and go on there and buy something after you click through the link, and that we get a small slice of that. So that helps us out. We also have Patreon, and I am working on the whole Patreon deal a little bit more. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. As always, on the phone with me, original co-host of the show, of the main show.
OG.
The OG. And now apparently more committed than Cole. It is Justin Hartzell. Hi, Justin.
What's going on? Oh, man. Just looking at my picks and hoping I can do a little bit better than Southwick. Southwick was okay, but I'm trying to do better.
I'm getting eaten alive by fucking mosquitoes at my house, dude. It's fucking terrible.
Oh, dude, the same way at my house. They're fucking terrible. I get out of my car from work, and it's just instant swarm, and I'm like, help me.
Dude, it sucks. I can't even open the door to the shop because they just come in here then, so it's like I have to keep the door closed, then it's hotter than fuck in here, and it's a big pain in my ass. And then, like you said, you can't go outside, and it's so wet everywhere because, of course, we live in the damn rainforest now, apparently, and so it doesn't stop raining, so I haven't got to ride. I could ride part of the lap on my track the other day. It finally dried out enough that there was only a couple mud spots that I could kind of miss. So I basically was riding sections.
You mean after the 10 inches of rain we've gotten in the last, few days?
Yeah. I could go down like the start straightaway. For anyone who doesn't know or hasn't watched on the YouTube, I have like a arena cross track hybrid now because it goes into the woods and stuff. But I could go down the start straightaway. I had to go inside over the roller in the first turn. I could do the rhythm section. I could hit the corner. I could do the big jump. I could hit the other corner. Had to stay outside and then go through the rollers and then stop and turn around and go back down. So I did that for about 12 minutes the other day, which is the first time in about 5 weeks I've rode. So we're doing great this summer here. Going to maybe try to ride this weekend. Got to see what the chicks' plans are, but I'm going to maybe try to ride this weekend. Depends how much it rains tomorrow, though, too, because apparently tomorrow we're going to get like an inch of rain, so we'll see. So, because
luckily next week I think it's going to be sun the whole entire week, so we'll drive a little bit.
Yeah, I may have to do like a weekday ride somewhere because fuck me, dude. Like this is ridiculous, man. Like I've been telling Ashley, I'm like, dude, I'm so tired of like not being able to ride because it's like we only have living in Michigan, we only have X amount of months we can ride, period. And it's like I was building pretty good, and then of course I race, and then of course it starts raining and like doesn't stop, and so now it's like, okay, I've rode 12 minutes in 6 weeks. Sick. Awesome. Super
Yeah,
crazy.
how crazy is that, man? We only have like fucking 2 months left of summer, and then we're gonna be into fall already. God,
Dude, it's killing me. And like, I'm trying to get the kid to a race, like to race before the season's over, and it's like she hasn't rode at all. Like she didn't ride. She might have rode the week before I raced, and like other than that, she hasn't rode. So it's like she already needed probably like 5 or 6 more solid days of riding where she was before I even put her on the gate. And now it's like we're even farther behind. So now I'm like, okay, how many different places can I take her in the next few weeks here to try to get her up to speed? So maybe like in August we can start running some races, like at Log Road and stuff. At least do something, you know. So
well, at least we're not on the West Coast where it's 1,000 degrees and everybody's dying.
yeah, that would be terrible too. But I mean,
Oh,
I don't know
shit.
what's worse,
No wind.
high temps or rain. Like,
Well, it seems like in the last 5 years we got a mixture of both. Because I remember a couple years ago we never got rain and it was like 110 every day, and now it just seems like it's 78 degrees and it's raining every day.
well, dude, how about the first part of summer here, May and June? Like, what did we have? 2 days
Dude.
where it partially rained, like half an inch maybe, and outside
Yeah,
of that
I'm
it
gonna
was
be real.
so dry.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real honest with you. Like, this summer has been kind of a blur because it doesn't even feel like it's summer. Like, dude, I started thinking about it. I'm like, holy shit, it's already the end of July. I'm like, what the heck? We have 2 more months,
It's mid
and
July.
we're gonna be back we're gonna be in the 50s here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. I would really, really like to, like, I don't even have to ride a lot. Like, if I could ride 1 to 2 days a week, I would be pretty Gucci, you know? Like, I only need to put about an hour on the bike a week. I'm fine with that. That's totally
We're loading
cool.
up and going to club.
Oh, Jesus, no, we're not. I don't need to try to do that. So Glenn's got a pretty sick turn track up there by his house somewhere in a field of one of like their family friends or something.
Yeah.
So like I want to go ride that, but he said he was going to look at it this week and then he never got back to me. So I don't know. And then
Well, hopefully we have a training facility here pretty soon, but that's for another conversation.
that's a different conversation. But yes, well, and then like I want to go to Martin and ride. But
Yeah.
we've been talking about like maybe going on like a Wednesday because Wednesdays aren't quite as busy. But obviously with the weather, it hasn't been a fucking thing. So
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's been a real pain in the ass. I did get those carbon fiber pieces on though.
I did see that. They look good.
Yeah. So the dude, I'm still super salty about having to trim the front and then drill holes in the airbox cover too. Like that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's dumb.
And then like the skid plate fit pretty well, but I did have to whop the hole out slightly in order to be able to get the screw in on the right side of the bike.
No.
So
Oh, Jesus.
yeah, I mean,
Yep, Lightspeed's just been doing this for 10 plus years, but they can't form fit anything.
I was gonna say it's just I don't know. It really blew my mind. Well, and then I thought the other day I thought the holes I drilled weren't enough because I was like trying
Yep.
to start the bike and the bike wouldn't start. Like it was kicking over, but it just would not start. And I'm just like, what in the fuck is going on? And I ended up having to bump start it, dude. Like I had to push it up on the hill and then run down the hill and bump start it. But what I think it was it sat so long. I think the battery voltage was low. And so I don't
Yep.
think it was kicking it over fast enough because, like, I did that. I ran it for a few minutes. I shut it off. I started it back up. It started. I was like, okay, cool. And then when I got done, I shut it off for like 2 minutes, started right up. I shut it off again for like a half an hour or so, and it fired right back up. So I think it was just a low battery voltage issue, which I've heard
probably.
with the Yamahas that the batteries are not necessarily the best.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm
no.
sure I probably should look at replacing that this winter or something. But yeah. So yeah, no, that was fun. Oh, cool. I got my brand new 21 that's got less than 10 hours on it. It won't fucking start. Like fucking sick.
That's okay. There's a dude that's already got a 20 or had a 21 YZ450 and then grenaded in 20 hours, but that's cool.
Well, the kid around Needham, he grenaded his in 31.
Gotta love it. Gotta love spending 10 grand on a bike just to watch it blow up in smoke in, less than 50 hours.
Yeah, well, and then you can't get parts for it. So
Yeah, so then you're shit out of luck, and then you got to go buy a used two-stroke, and then your problems are solved.
oh no, they went and bought a KTM.
I know. You know, they're part of the Nazis.
Yeah, well, whatever. But anyway, so, all right, man, let's get into this fantasy stuff here. So, for anyone who doesn't know, we play fantasy on Pulp MX Fantasy. We do have a league. It is the Moto Aftermath Show League. So, if you just go into the leagues there after you make your team and find us, you can go ahead and join our league. And then make sure to go to our Instagram, give us a follow on Instagram, and DM us your name for your team or, you know, your username, whatever, for Pulp MX Fantasy, because we give away prizes. We have a year-end first place prize for the outdoor season, which is going to be a brand new 2022 set of answer gear of your choice. And then we do random giveaways week to week, just kind of depends. This week, we are going to be doing another one of our glove box giveaways here. So we have a box of gloves, basically, that I have received from our friends over at the Dirt Bike Depot. And the winner of the Spring Creek / Millville, whatever the hell you want to call it, race here, whoever is in our league that scores the most points, you will win a free set of gloves and some stickers from us. So make sure to get your names, like I said, DM'd to us on Instagram, and make sure to join the league so that we can see that you're playing. And like I said, we'll give you guys, they're fresh, they're brand new gloves. We have all different sizes. If we, for some reason, don't have the size that you need, like say you're something weird, like a quadruple X hand, like you got some big old bear paws or something, I will get you some gloves. Like, that's not a problem. So anyway.
Dude, what is dude, like 7 foot tall?
I have no idea. You never know, dude. I mean, to be really honest, I didn't have extra large gloves the last time we gave them away. I had to order some sets of those because we didn't have them. So,
well, there you go.
Yeah. So anyway, so make sure to, like I said, do all that. Join the league. DM us your username so that way you can win your prizes. Glove box giveaway this week. So anyway, getting back to results here from the Southwick. Better day for me, but still not great. Yep. I ended up with a score of 385 points. I was 3,194th overall. So, like I said, not a great day, but better than I have been, to be really honest. In the 250 class, I had Nate Thrasher, who had a DNF, I think, due to a bike issue, didn't he?
Yep.
So, 30 points for him. Pierce Brown let me down with 36 points. Brandon... So, they were arguing about this on the Pulp. No, it's...
Brandon Scher.
They said that wasn't it.
Well, it's either Scher or Schreier, but I heard them call him Scher.
Yeah, well,
for a long time.
Paul said it's like Shar or something. It's not Scher, like everyone was saying. It's like Shar or something crazy like that. I don't know. Anyway, he scored me 70 points, so that was solid. And Hunter Lawrence, obviously, 1-1, gets me 50 points for the All-Star, so that's great. In the 450 class, Chris Canning up there, canning some whoop ass at
Cannondale, cannon money
at the Wick. 88 points. Did you see that video on his Instagram of him like jumping from one hill to the other at the Wick?
Yeah, from quite a while ago.
Yeah, that was fucking gnarly.
Yeah, well, Chris Canning's a gnarly motherfucker.
Then I had the old marvelous Marvin Muskin, 54 points. Okay. Eli Tomac, 43. Okay. Max Anstey, 28. Anstey's chick should probably shut the fuck up. It's not your business.
Yeah, Max is. I guess he's got a lot of injuries that are like going to come out. Yeah, I guess the reason why his year's not gone so well is he's got a lot of shit he's dealing with, I guess.
Well, here's the problem: is that like these Euros come over and they just can't hang. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Sure, but the two guys from the the Euro League, they're one to whatever, dude. Just whatever. Don't even get me started, motherfucker. Don't even get me started.
All right, and then I had first lap leaders because I was under the impression, like I don't know the tracks that well. I was under the impression that the first lap was really first to the finish line was going to be really short, and it was not. It was almost a full lap. So whoever the fuck said that, you can fuck right off because you're wrong. Southwick we went the wrong way. If we'd have gone the other way, then yes, it was very short. But because we go whatever way we go now, it was almost a whole fucking lap, much like this weekend will be. So I had Justin Cooper and Adam C. and Cirillo, and neither one of them fucking led either first to the finish line. So -7 on both those, which gets me to, like I said, 385 points. Now, on the uphand here, I am back in the top 50 for the league. I'm in 48th place.
Well, that's good.
I'm in fourth, good. Which is actually hilarious because you know what? I'm in 48th place, and this Vinny Vibes England dude is in 50th place with actually like the most perfect score ever. Like he should just stop playing for the rest of the year because he's got 1776. Great fucking year, by the way.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Oh,
if I was
God.
him, I would just quit playing. I would just screenshot that and put it on a t-shirt. But yeah, so me and him were like battling it out for the top during Supercross, and now here we are fucking around in 48th and 50th place because, well, fuck us, right? So
Yeah, because yeah. All right. So for me, Southwick actually went a lot better than I thought because I was super busy that Saturday. Didn't get to watch any of practice. Barely even got to look at lap times. I just like glanced at him and I go, oh, well, I know this dude's in. He didn't get hurt. This guy's going to say this guy's not. So for me, I was actually pretty happy with my score. I had 414 points. I was overall 2014. So I had 3 of the same guys you did in the 250 class. I had Thrasher with 30, Brandon with 70, and Hunter with 50. The only difference is I didn't pick Down in the Brown Pierce Brown. I picked Styles Robertson with an 80 points. So that was good. And that's actually surprising because Styles is not really known for being a sand guy. So I was pretty impressed with that. And then my 450s, AC got me a cool 50 points. Justin Rodbell got me 68. Privateer Jacob Runkles got me 66, and I've just been waiting to use him, and I didn't use him at Redbud, and I was really glad about that. I was like, fuck it, I'll use him at Millville. But the one that really shit the sheets for me, the Thrasher at 30 obviously wasn't great, but DNF, what can you do? The one guy that really fucked me over, he qualified 11th, was running 11th, goes down, mysteriously doesn't line up for the second moto, and that's dickhead Cody Shock. Cody Shock, I know you don't listen to this show, but you can fuck right off. I'm sick and tired of you. I just, you know what? You need to go in a hole, take your Honda, tell Michael Lindsay and the Works Chassis Labs to shove it.
Jesus
Every time
Christ.
I pick you, man,
everyone says everyone says he's a super nice dude.
yeah, he can be a nice dude all I want, but he can still fuck right off. You just fuck right off,
For
buddy.
fantasy purposes, you fucking suck.
You fucking suck, dude. You zero, man. Seriously. Because that's the thing. I'm looking at him going, oh, if he just, has a decent day, I could have maybe been close to 500 points. But no, you dicked me over. You fucking suck. Never picking you again, man.
Fucking awesome. That's literally fucking awesome. So, well, I mean, hey, whatever.
God.
So, all right. Well, anyway, all right. Let's move on to some picks here for this week. Coming up, we're at Millville, so we're back to a semi-normal track.
Yep, and it's not going to rain, but I don't think it's going to be hot, so it's not I don't think we're going to see, usually Millville, kind of like the Wick, is always pretty hot, usually in the 90 degrees, but for whatever reason on this side of the country, we've been pretty tame so far this year, so it's like 81, 82, so the heat's not going to play a factor, but it's not going to rain. So the track's probably going to shape up good like it always does, but, we'll see. Maybe they'll overwater the piss out of it, and there'll be a soup bowl for practice. Who knows?
Yep. So I'll be real honest. I had a hard time picking 250 riders today. I don't even know.
Well, the problem is that, and I don't know if you've noticed this, and it's funny because you made the comment about, people dropping in the comments, the people that do watch the show or listen to the show, I should say, about, local privateers. But if I don't know if you noticed, but we haven't really gotten the local privateer, a bunch of dudes that just have these tracks dialed.
Yeah.
Because usually we go to the same thing with the Wick. There was a few dudes in the 450 class and people are like, oh, Chris Canning. But it's Canning's been running quite a few of the nationals, so it's not like he just showed up for the Wick. But even at Redbud, a lot of our local dudes just didn't sign up. We had a few of them in the 250 class, but Millville, you always the local Minnesota dudes Henry Miller, Jerry Robin. But it's man, Henry Miller's not even racing. Jerry's just being Jerry this year. So it's I don't really think
Jerry might be set up for a good race, though. And I need to kind of get Sendy here. So, you know what? Actually, let me make it. Jerry Robin going on the team here.
All right. So do you already have your team or do you want me to go first?
I already got my team, but let me pick Jerry Robin here before I forget.
All right. So do you want me to go first or do you want to go for it?
I'm going. I got it here. Because I did this earlier. All right, so here's what I got. This is a Sendy team. I got the 800, Jace Kessler at a 14.
You son of a bitch. I was going to be cool and pick him. God damn it.
Now
Bro, he's been killing it on that stock 250F.
Stock 250F. I then have Garrett Marchbanks at a 1 because he is non-all-star finally. So
yeah, and I think Southwick was just a lot of bad circumstances. He's better than that. But then again, he sucked dick at Redbud too, so I don't know.
Yeah, he went from a bad race at Redbud to then Southwick that was kind of like So I think I think it's going to be a bounce back week for him here. I think he'll be back up inside the top 10, no problem. So I got him. I then got the local hero Jeremy Martin at a 6. I mean, you're talking this dude just went out and rode Southwick, all broke up, and still ran pretty decently. I mean, a little bit of trouble, but ran pretty decently. So I think we're good on that one. And I mean, honestly, with J Mart, it would not surprise me to see him whole shot win both motos.
I mean, he very well might. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's possible. I mean,
if there's anywhere he's gonna do it when he's all broke up, it's gonna be Millville.
The only thing that scares me is with his wrist and his shoulder is because it's not going to rain, so it's going to get real square edged. It's coming down the hills. That's the only where I'd be like, oh, he might not send it as hard as he did last year when he was going like Mach 9.
Yeah, but he's not quitting. He's J Mart. He's not quitting.
Well, he's germ, so he doesn't quit.
Yep. So I'm in on him, and then the one, the only Jerry Robin at an 18.
Okay, I mean that's a pretty solid team.
As long as he doesn't knife the front end after he whole shots the first moto, like we're good.
Your luck, dude. He's going to be on all the way outside gate, push wide, fucking go off into the grass and hit the fence.
Probably. But anyway, who you got?
My team. Like I can't argue with the J Mart thing. Like for me, it's down to 2 all-stars. It's either J Mart or Shimoda. Like J Mart, it's Millville, but Shimoda, obviously, like you can't really bet against him right now.
Yep.
He's just killing it, and he's got a 5 handicap, so it's like at worst he's going to be 6th. So whatever, it's close to a 50-point day.
Yep.
I'm really liking the Jace Kessler thing because I think he finished 22nd, but it's like, dude, the only thing that scares me is with that stock bike is he's going to be down on horsepower on the elevations, and getting up Mount Martin is such a big deal, and I'm just concerned he's not going to be able to get over the triple going up the hill consistently. Well, that's the only thing that would deter me.
You want to know the one person that I had on my team for a second, and then I thought about Mount Martin, and I was like, no, we're out.
Who?
Take a guess.
Well, I don't know.
Luke Renslin on the 125.
Is he going to Millville?
I think he said he was.
Ooh, dude, I tell you what, though. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, other than that, but, bomb the downhills. I mean, Renslin's been good at Millville, so... But yeah, I'll keep
an eye on it, but because his handicap's still good. Like I think he's. Let's see here. Where did we go? Hold on, scrolling. Sorry, scrolling.
Well, Renslin qualified 25th.
Dude, Renslin was fucking fast in the sand on a 1.25.
Oh, dude, he rides that thing he rides 2-strokes all the time now because he rides his 252 stroke in the woods and shit. So he's always on a 2-banger.
Yeah, so he's an 18 handicap. So I mean, dude, he's on my radar because he was floating on that thing at fucking at Southwick. So
if he qualifies and he won't have as much of an issue with bike maintenance because obviously in the sand he had that fucker ringed out, and I don't know how true this is. Somebody was saying that he sucked sand into the airbox, and maybe that was the reason because he didn't line up for the second moto.
Yeah, that was what I heard was that he sucked sand or something into it and fried the motor, and that's why I couldn't do the second moto.
So obviously at Millville that might not be as big an issue, but dude, say if he qualifies anywhere near the top 25, his cardio is good. He might go on the team, but for right now, I'm hesitant about it. But he's definitely on the radar. But Kessler, go ahead.
I'm just hesitant with that 125 getting up that hill. That's the only thing.
Well, we saw what it was like with Stanky. You're not going to hit the triple. And especially now that they've moved the corner even further up to the bottom of the hill. Yeah. So yeah, he's not getting over that bitch. But so he'd be the one guy that'd be like, oh, okay, maybe. But Kessler, I'm on board for that shit. A fucking 14, and he's pretty much been top 25 every weekend. So Marchbanks, I really want to pick him, but at a 1 handicap, even not being an all-star. I know he was in the top 10, but dude, he's just been so up and down the last 4 motos that it's like, So for me, I'm looking at Ty Masterpool at a 5 handicap. He was 12th. I think if he yanks a holy, I think that his endurance, I think he's getting better and better. I think that bike's getting better and better. I think that's a good one. The only other person right now that I'm looking at, and even though he was not good at Southwick, but once again, he's a Cali kid, is Josh Varese. Varese, what is he at right now? He's at a 10 handicap. So he was bad at Southwick, not a sand guy, but Varese usually is inside the top 20, top 15.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if. Oh, I guess Varese would be going. I was.
Yep.
I don't know why I was thinking that. Actually, I just pulled Jerry Robin off my team because I'm putting your boy Dylan Schwartz on there.
Yeah, he needs a bounce back, man. He's had a rough couple of motos. He hasn't done as well since High Point, but who knows?
Southwick didn't go great, but man, he'll get a little sendy going up and down them hills. So, I'm in.
Oh, bro, he'll fucking send it. He'll have that Suzuki fucking third gear rev limiter.
I mean, he didn't have a great day at Southwick, and it says his last finish for Moto 2 was 18. So I'm in on that. He's a 6 handicap, like I'm in because he's right up. Yep. He's right up there as a top 10 dude. So.
Oh, so yeah. So right now, if I were to pick my team as of right now, my team would be J Mart, Kessler, Ty Masterpool, and Josh Varese, with Garrett Marchbanks and Rensland being an outside possibility.
Yep.
Marchbanks for me in a 1 handicap, like he's got to be like top 5 in practice speed wise. And Rensland, honestly though, like I said, if he's even in the top 25, I know his cardio is good. Honestly, I'll send it. I'll fucking pick him because I know that he can fucking last for 35 minutes where a lot of these dudes will start fading, especially those elevation changes that really gets on people's minds. So, I need a bounce back weekend. 414 was pretty good, but dude, Redbud was terrible for me.
I would like to break 400 one weekend. That would be fucking awesome.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, though, the crazy thing is like people have got to be getting some fucking high scores because a 414 like a year ago would have put you easily in the top 1,000. And now I can't even break fucking 1,200.
Well, I mean, if you go to the league here, and I'll go to the league, hold on, let me scroll through here. So if you go to the league, like the dudes that even are in our league, which we only have like 138 people, and you go to the Southwick results, okay? The dude who won had 518 points.
Oh, that's what I mean, dude. The scores are like crazy right now.
Like, I mean, you had 414, which seems okay, and you were still 22nd in the league last weekend. I mean, 518, 516, 504, 495, 493, 470. I'm like, how the fuck are you guys scoring this?
Oh, I'm telling you, dude. Like I said, 414 last year would have put you easily in the top 1,000. And, dude, I think I've only broken the top 1,000 once this year.
Yeah. Like, dude, it just blows my mind. Get it. I mean, this dude.
I don't know what these dudes are doing.
This dude who won had Russell, Shar, Mosman, and Lawrence. So 66, 70, 64, 50 in the 250 class. And then Canning, Wilson, Marvin, and Barsha. So 88, 76, 54, and 50.
Wilson had a lot better weekend than people expected considering how Redbud went. So that was probably a good thing for him. Because, like, dude, there was no way I was picking Dino after the way Redbud went. And then, he just went out and got 9th. So it was like, well, fuck me.
Yep. So, anyway, all right. Anything else with 250s before we move on here?
No, man. I think my team's pretty solid. I think that your team's pretty solid. I don't got much more to say.
I say that now.
I don't know about the privateers. Like, I don't know who's going to show up. Like, they got all these dudes listed, but I'm looking at it, and like half of these dudes that they have listed haven't even showed up in 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like we kind of have to wait till day of because there might be some people to get sendy with, but I don't know. There's only a certain number that we know are actually going. So moving on to 450s here. I got my 450 team picked. I feel like it's solid.
Who's your all-star?
I got Aaron Plessinger at a 5.
Oh, I like that one.
He's rebounding. He's on the box. Unless they're running out of money.
He was on the box the first moto, so it's like, fuck, why not?
Unless they're running out of money for fucking bonuses again, like, and they fucking break it, they fucking, put sand in his airbox or something for the second moto, like, we're in. Okay? That's 50 points all day right there, okay?
Oh, for sure.
Now, this is where it gets a little funky. I got Christian Craig at a 0.
I like it.
He's finally fallen out. He's a non-all-star. So, that dude's top 10. That dude is top 10 at Millville.
He's not a sand guy, so Southwick was kind of a deviation from how he's been this year.
Yep. So, I got Justin Bogle, who I feel
he's really good at Millville, dude.
He's been good at Millville. I remember that. Yep. So he's a 6, so I'm in on that. Okay. And then I got Brandon Hart.
I think we're kind of close on the same page here, man. I'm digging it. He's getting better, man. Like
he's creeping that top 10. He's creeping that top 10,
man.
Yep.
He's like literally that next guy out, and all it's going to take is one guy to have a bad start, and boom, he's in the top 10. Like,
Yep.
he's looking good.
Yep, 100%. So he's a 5 handicap. I figure that puts us in the top 10 pretty easily because he's got to be in, say, that 8 to 12 range pretty easy, I think, at this point. He's getting better.
Oh, for
it's
sure.
breeding confidence in him. With confidence comes better results. Yep.
I think his starts are the only problem right now because he's usually starting off in like 20th.
Yeah. So yep.
I like it.
So
I like
I'm in. So yeah. So that's my 450 team right now. I have broke my iPad over my leg and I'm done.
So my team, actually, so right now for my All-Stars, I'll probably go with AP just because of the higher handicap, but it's pretty much between him and Kenny. I don't really think you can go wrong. I mean, right now, a lot of the All-Stars, I don't like him, Kenny, Eli, Coop. Like, I think any of those 4 are good picks right now because of the way their handicaps are.
Yep.
But to me, it's either AP or Kenny. You can fucking flip a coin. It's either one of them. I'll probably go with AP, though, because I just think that he's not going to be too happy with the way second moto went. It was nobody's fault, bike malfunction, whatever. But once again, he had another shot at being on the box. I think his starts have been good. So I think AP's good. I'm liking the Hartranft pick. I'm going with him. Bogle, dude, I'm super hesitant though because even though he's really good at Millville and a 6 handicap, every time I pick Bogle, it screws me. So like I'm really hesitant about that. So he would be kind of like for my Luke Rensland. Like if he comes out and kills in practice, I'm taking one of my guys off. So my other 2 guys that I'm picking is Ben LeMay to 15. He's just been good at Millville. He got top 20 at Southwick. Yep. And then the only other person, and it's because he's always good luck for me, and I know he's going to Millville, is Chris Canning at an 8. He got 14th at Southwick. He's pretty much been in the top 20. I think that because a few guys right now are hurt in his speed range, I think that he can get another top 15. Craig, 0. I like it. But once again, it's one of those things that every time I pick Christian Craig, he shits the bed. So I'm not pulling a Cody Shock. Fuck that.
All right. Can I interest you for another option for an all-star to Chase Sexton at a 5?
Ooh, man. Is he going to get a good start?
I don't know.
No, that's the thing, man. Like right now, the All-Stars, and I think it's finally started to happen because remember when we talked about the beginning of the year, there's so many good guys, and eventually the All-Star handicaps are going to have to go up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Other than Dylan, they're all up right now. Like they're all at 4, 5, 6. I think you can fucking throw a dart and pick one of them and you'll be fine. Like really, like I don't think any of those are bad choices. But yeah, no, I think I got to stay with Kenny or AP. I'm not really seeing anybody else here that would really like blow my mind.
What about a Scott?
What's that?
What about a Scott Meshy at a 16?
I was looking at him, man. My only thing is, I don't know if he's ever been to Millville or not. I don't really have any recollection. Dude, he was good that first moto at Southwick, though. What was he, like 17th?
Something like that, yeah. I was going to say, he's a top 20 guy on good days, so you just got to catch him on the good day.
Oh, for sure. He's another one you could look at, would be a good one. Another kid that I know goes fast at Millville, but I think that his Southwick results, I wouldn't be too quick to buy in on him, is Tyler Stepek. He got 17th at Southwick. He's got a 14 handicap. I know he goes good at Millville, but he also rides really good in the sand, so I wouldn't be too high on that. And I can't really think of anybody else because, like I said, Henry Miller's not going to be there because he's pretty much out. So that's, Marv at a 0. Fuck me. Never going to happen again. I'm not really seeing anybody that's else kind of standing out to me. I mean, if I knew Jeremy Han was going at a 15, he's a pretty good pick, but I don't know if he's going.
Yeah.
Who's another one? Let's see. I'm not really seeing anybody else. We know Chiz is not going, so not on that. I think we're getting to the point that the picks are getting kind of limited.
Yeah, we're to that point in the year here where it's starting to get tougher. Like I said, even picking like 250s, I was like, man, I don't even fucking know who to pick. And the worst part is like you said, like not knowing who's going. Like that is one nice thing about Supercross is like usually after the first couple rounds, you get kind of dialed in with who is on what coast and who will be at most of them. So it makes it a little bit easier. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
I mean, the only other person, and I would pick him because he's been solid the last 4 motos, but his handicap is a 1, is Joey. If Joey wasn't at a 1, if he was at like a 4 or a 5, I'd be all on board with it because, I mean, he's pretty much been top 10 the last 4 motos.
Yeah.
But 1 is it. I'm sketched out about picking at a 1. I mean, Dino's at a. I mean, he's been doing good. You know, he's been trending up and stuff. He's been getting better. They're getting that bike dialed in, but still, 1 for me is just it's too risky. And Dino's at a 4, but once again, I don't know if that 9 at Southwick is a consistent thing. Like, I don't see him getting top 10. You know.
Yeah. Well, and plus he's got the whole Epstein Barr thing going on. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's a weird situation.
Yeah. Well, Max Hansky's at a 6, so that's interesting.
I'm out on that.
Yeah, no. Now finding out that he's got a lot of issues going on, yeah, I'm pretty much out on that.
Yep. So, all right.
Well, wait a minute. I got one more.
Okay,
All-Star.
all
Can I
right,
interest
all
you at Barsha at a 5?
Maybe?
He's pretty good at Millville.
Maybe. Sure.
Maybe.
I'm on the fence. He's red on my screen. I can't pick him. So.
All right.
So I'm on the fence. So, all right. Anything else? Any first to finish line?
No, I mean, that's the thing, man. Once again, you're talking about Millville's almost a full lap, so it's like, unless Cooper, AC, Rip the Holy, like, those are your 2 guys that you'd be like, oh, I could definitely pick them, but once again, unless they rip the start, who fucking knows? I mean, fucking Dylan finally got to start that first moto, so, yeah, I'm out on the first lap leaders, or first to finish line, or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah, me too. I got burned last week on a double one, so I'm out. I'm fucking out.
I'm out. Yeah.
I'm just out.
Fuck that.
So, all right, cool, man. Well, anything else?
No, man. No, just going to fucking keep sending it, try to finish out these last, 7 rounds, and see if we can fucking move her on up into the top 5. As long as I beat Cole, I don't fucking care what happens.
No, I mean, we got, this week and next week? Then we're off for 2 weeks, aren't we?
No, it's actually 3, because it's not, we don't go back to Unadilla until August 14th.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we got this week, next week, and then we got fucking 3 weeks off, which is wild. That's such a long time. So
it is.
Maybe it won't rain and I can go ride. Like, that would be superb. So
yeah, maybe you can get a day in 3 weeks.
one day every 3 weeks would be great.
Yeah,
keep the hours low on the bike. We can trade it in for 23.
Yeah, man.
So ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
I know, man. I know.
So, did you listen to that Gypsy Tales with Hopper?
I only saw bits of it, man. Some of the shit I heard, I looked at like snippets of it, and I know that he kind of went in depth with his dad and all this kind of stuff, but I didn't hear the whole thing.
Yeah, he got real deep, and it made me want to give him a hug and then get him on a 125 to come out and ride around and just like dick off with us. Like,
yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I know that we can't really say that we're friends with Hopper, but, he was kind enough to come on the show. He seems like a good dude. He obviously knows what he's talking about with some things and stuff. And it's just the one thing that pissed me off is like how people are still letting him up on Vital. And it's like, listen here, you dumb fucks. He's doing the exact same thing you dipshits do on the Vital, except he's talking about it and you're typing it. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Leave the dude alone. We live in a free country. It's YouTube. Who cares?
Yep, exactly. So I don't know. I'm gonna make some clickbait YouTube video here soon. Like,
you're gonna what?
I'm gonna make some real clickbaity YouTube video here soon. Something. I'm gonna do something crazy.
Eli Tomac and Ken Roxon swap wives.
No. We're not going down that. We're not going that route. We're not going that route.
Oh, sorry. You said clickbait, but I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
All right.
This has been another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show, Fantasy Podcast Edition. Again, remember to go join our league. DM us your team names so you can win prizes. Glove box giveaway this week for the winner of the Moto Aftermath Show League for the Millville National. Make sure to check out our sponsors. Link in the description below. Make sure to follow us on social media. Make sure to go buy something, t-shirt, something on Amazon, something to support us. Patreon links, everything down in the description. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week to wrap up our results from Millville, and we will talk Washougal next week because that is our last race before we go on break. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next week.
See you.